Hello, gorgeous ones. Dr. Lucy here. It's Monday morning. I'm looking out my window. It's over that way. I'm just going to move my camera a little bit. It's pouring with rain this morning in Melbourne, but it's actually beautiful because we've had such a lovely burst of weather, and it's just nice to know that this is a big, soaking, heavy rain before summer starts. Can you believe it's going to be summer, like in a week or something? Less than, I don't know. So this morning I'm talking this morning about fixed mindset and growth mindset. Now, some of you may be aware of this, and basically what it is there's kind of two, like everything, it's a spectrum. So nobody is one or the other. There's a spectrum, and fixed mindset is a very safe place for our brain to be, because remember, our brain's a pattern machine. So a fixed mindset is where your mind does the same thing every day. It's kind of fixed. And a growth mindset is where your brain is a little more flexible and interested in growing. Now, the thing is that we are often in fixed mindsets without even realizing, because it just is, for a lot of us, our automatic default mechanism. And as I mentioned, it's safe for our brain because it's where our brain is used to. Morning, Denise, darling. How are you? So this is what I'm going to be talking about this week. And one of the things that we can do is moving more towards growth mindset, because it really is better for our well-being. And, you know, as you know, at Real Life Medicine, we're all about real health and weight loss. It's not just weight loss. Weight loss is important for metabolic health, but you know, we're really fascinated with our overall beautiful global health. So as part of growth mindset, our brains are learning machines. Remember, learning, that's what our brain wants to do. It likes to think. So in some ways, it's a bit like a working dog, like a Kelpie, wants to do stuff. And when there's not a lot of stuff for it to do, it'll just run up and down the same old fence, thinking about the same old things over and over and over again. So sometimes introducing maybe that's something that you're learning is a good way to exercise your brain without it just running up and down the same old fence. So I'm going to share with you two things that I've been learning just in the last couple of weeks. And one of them is I'm back doing Italian. So I learned Italian for a long time in my 20s, and I was really good at it. Just blow my own trumpet there. But over time, you know, children, work, blah, 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 it all lapsed. And then COVID came, and suddenly my Italian school, which is miles away from where I live, is online. So bang, I'm now back doing Italian. And I did start right back at the start. And interestingly, I didn't do this with any judgment. I want you to think about this, because this is sometimes what happens when people have lost weight and regained it. They get right back to the start and they're so angry and disappointed with themselves. But honestly, it's a fact, and it's just this event that doesn't need any judgment from ourselves. But I wanted to go right back to the beginning, because I thought, well, I've got no idea where I am. And actually, it's been fantastic, because I had forgotten just about everything. And relearning it is fun, and it's easy, and it's a challenge, but not overwhelming for our brain. So think about that again when you're restarting. I know sometimes when we've lost weight and put it back on, we can be really down on ourselves and think that we've let ourselves down, or that we're really cross, or that we're really angry, or whatever. But actually, oh my God, did you hear me? I just channeled my 16-year-old, or whatever. But what I'm saying is notice what your brain is saying, but don't hold it very heavily in your mind. Hold it lightly and just go, right, interesting. I'm very critical of myself. That's not actually helpful in this moment. I'm just going to let it go, and I'm going to keep focusing on what I need to do to get forward. So just like me learning Italian, I've had to go right back to learning all my verbs. You know, I used to know buckets and buckets. I mean, I was moderately fluent, and now I'm, you know, relearning how to conjugate, you know, to be and to are. So it's fine. You know what? It is what it is. So my loves, that's what we're focusing on this week. growth mindset and fixed mindset, learning, giving your brain something to do that is helpful so that it's not the Kelpie running up and down the fence, just making a pathway that's unhelpful. Have a wonderful day, darlings. I look forward to this week's chat. It's going to be awesome. And try not to get wet if you're in Melbourne. And otherwise, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, darlings.